All right, we're back. We're back for another edition. Hey folks, how you doing? How you doing? I know I've been away. I have been away. I have been away again. As soon as I think I'm going to get my algorithm back, I ended up dipping out. But this time it was very personal and I had very good reasons why I have not been around. I lost my family dog of 14 and a half years. This fine specimen right here. I had to put him down this last week and it was rough. It was really hard for me. So I took some time for myself and dug him a nice hole with my son next to his mother, who I put down last year, or who passed. She passed last year. And then I had to take him and get him put down at the vet, and it was extremely difficult for me to do. He was our family dog for 14 and a half years. I've had him longer than my kids. It was really rough on me. So, but it was time. I took him in there. They're like, it's a good thing you brought him in. They think he might have had cancer, or it might have been congestive heart failure. But he couldn't move. He couldn't stand up anymore. The night before I took him in, he was crying. I could hear him. I went and picked him up and held him, and he just instantly fell asleep on my shoulder as soon as I picked him up. And he was never, to be honest with you, he was kind of an asshole. But he was my asshole. He wasn't really a sensitive or cuddly type at all. Never. Not with me, at least. My ex, yes. He was my ex's dog. But he was a straight jerk to me. And I thought that's how he was. Like, from day one when I had him. I thought he didn't like me. And then I left him at home. I had to leave town for 3 days. The kids went somewhere else. I had to leave him at home. Had someone checking in on him. But I checked in on him on camera, and I saw him howling for the first time out the window, howling because I wasn't there. So his facade, his outer hard exterior, was uncovered by my webcam. So rest in peace, Tigger. 14 and a half years. Great dog. Really good with the kids. Yeah, and I'll miss the hell out of that dog. I'm going to take a break off of dogs for a while after this one. That one hurt. Okay, moving on. Guys, before we get into the snap and the deal behind that, we have a new fundraiser we are supporting. This one's going to be through Paige in Kansas. She reached out to me because the men of the 14th Mechanized Brigade have reached out to her. All right, here's the delivery. This is the last one, guys. We did this one earlier this year. Whoa. The 14th. We've helped the 14th out. This was my very first fundraising group. It was the 14th Mechanized Brigade. Pause it. There we go. These guys, we helped them with generator, we got them food and whatnot. This is the same. This is when Paige was in Ukraine. She'll be back on the channel too to tell us about her last trip. We interviewed her while she was in Ukraine on a Starlink in a Ukrainian hut. But this is from the last drop. The 14th Mechanized reached out to her, and we're going to pick them up again. This is a 501c3. This isn't a PayPal link. This is tax deductible, guys. And we gotta knock this one out. I'm gonna do this one for as long as it takes. So they're looking for 2 EcoFlow charging stations, which are like $800 each, and then they're looking for various medical supplies and food. Keep in mind, winter is coming, right? It's right around the corner. We're looking for $1,850. Thanks to Rhino Raider and Steve Sane the other night on my gaming channel. We started early. They challenged me to go find a barrel on Daisy in the middle of the woods, and we were able to raise $40 for them, and then we sent 40 more to Dima for his baby shower. Dima's baby shower was kind of small. The turnout, I think it was a few $100, but he was super grateful. I'm not saying the money's going to go to the baby. It might go to his men, because that's he didn't even know I was doing it. So it being a small one, maybe we'll pick him back up later. I'm going to reach out and see if they need a vehicle for Lazar, because they are one of the most productive groups in Ukraine as far as taking out the enemy. But for now, it's Paige in Kansas. We're going to stick with her for a while. I know she's stretched thin with all the units she's taking care of. And we'll get into more of that. We'll cover that. I want to get my algorithm going before I have her back up on the stream, though. But she said she's more than willing to come and talk. And we'll go from there. So, pinned into the description of the chat is the link. And also being plugged by Blonde Bombsheller. That's where we're going to donate. If you could, guys, when you donate, because she's helping a ton of people over there, please earmark it when you send money for the 14th. If you want to throw in from whose community, that would help too. But put from the 14th so we can track how much we've raised. Otherwise, we're going to get lost, and we want to keep track of it. But this is, like I said, it's a 501c3, so this is really good tax time around the corner. I know times are tough right now, so if we're not shooting to the moon, but we're going to finish this one, and that's why I want to track it. I want to be able to know, hey, are we done? Can we take a break? Can we get this done before the holidays, before Christmas, before winter, before it gets cold? And trying to gauge there. I'm probably going to pick up a Car for Ukraine fundraiser in springtime, because that's when we had the best results, right around Easter. I'm going to sit the winter one out through C4U. So, unless something happens, like someone says, I need a vehicle now or something like that. Like, if Dima told me he needs a vehicle, then I'd pick it up, if they would. But, yeah, we're going to support Paige in Kansas. And she's been on the show, guys. If you haven't seen the interviews before, she's been up in the business and delivering aid to Ukraine. All right. Sound good? That's the plan. We got a plan. Snap. Snap, snap, oh, snap. Been getting kind of wild. Trump administration asks for emergency pause on judge's order to fully fund SNAP. The administration has said it cannot draw from money set aside for child nutrition programs, known as Section 32 funding, to pay for SNAP during the government shutdown. That's the reasoning behind it. The Trump administration on Friday asked a federal appeals court for an emergency pause on federal judge's order to fully fund SNAP benefits this month. U.S. District Judge John McConnell ordered the administration on Thursday afternoon to deliver payments in full to states by Friday, chastising it for delays that he said have likely caused SNAP recipients to go hungry. The Trump administration said in a court filing on Friday morning that because of the government shutdown, there is only enough money to pay partial benefits in November. The administration agreed earlier this week to use $4.65 billion in contingency funds to cover the 65% of the benefits that eligible households would ordinarily receive, but has argued that it cannot draw the additional funds set aside for child nutrition programs, known as Section 32 funding, to fully fund SNAP, because doing so would take away resources from other programs like school lunches. When have they ever cared about school lunches? I don't ever remember hearing them care about school lunches. Ever. All of a sudden, we're going to lose the school lunches now. Jesus. What a flip. They're trying to flip it. This is manufactured crisis by the Republican Party. 100%. But we'll get into that. This is a crisis to be sure, but it's a crisis occasioned by congressional failure, and that can only be solved by congressional action, the administration wrote. Also, guys, the blue wave, like, this did no good for their... I think the Republicans were hoping that the SNAP benefits, they would make it seem like it was a Democratic fault, like the government shutdown. I think they were thinking it would hurt the Dems, but no. That backfired really quickly. The back and forth over SNAP funding has persisted for weeks, The first Department of Agriculture said the SNAP funding would not be distributed in November as long as federal government remained closed. However, the progressive legal advocacy group Democracy Forward challenged the plan in a lawsuit, prompting McConnell last week to order the Trump administration to distribute benefits as soon as possible. Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins said the partial payments were dispersed to states on Monday. Since states oversee the process of loading payments onto electronic benefits cards, the Trump administration has argued that it has done its part by authorizing SNAP funding and giving states information to calculate partial benefits for households. Now I can confirm through Facebook community groups in my area that SNAP benefits are being released in my area. I can also confirm that every single pro-MAGA account, every Republican, pro whatever the hell this new thing is account in these community groups has shut the fuck up. I haven't heard a word from them. No more Go MAGA bullshit. Now they're talking food banks. Now they're talking who's donating, who's giving, can we organize things? How can we help? What can we do? Nobody's talking about Go MAGA. Nobody. They shut up. The one account that was super trolly on there made her own Facebook community now. Got the hell out. Right? Because it's affecting them. I live in the fifth poorest county in the state of California. The fifth. And it's red, baby. Oh, is it red? Everywhere you go, you see MAGA hats. You drive into this county, somebody has a gigantic sign up that says Trump. Gigantic bulletin, homemade, home painted, and it's in blue and white. It's hilarious. They put it in blue and white. Gigantic, big wooden board on their property. Trump. But now they're starting to get hurt. They're starting to realize, oh my God, voting for the Panthers to eat the people's faces. I never knew they would eat my face. And now their faces are getting eaten. Now they care. People have gone without for too long. No making payments to them. Not making payments to them for even another day is simply unacceptable, McConnell said, adding, this should never have happened in America. This is the first time SNAP benefits have lapsed because of a government shutdown in the program's 61-year history. Some families whose EBT cards were due to be reloaded already this week have reported skipping meals or subsisting on the meager foods remaining in their pantries, such as cereal or ramen. I started doing this before SNAP got shut down. I don't get SNAP. I make too much money. I make way too much for that. I make actually really good money. But I can't afford the cost of meat right now. It's like $7 a pound for 80-20 hamburger. 2 pounds of hamburger is a meal and a half for my family. That's a meal. With a little left over. It would have been for my dog that passed. R.I.P. Tigger. It's a meal. 15 bucks, 14 bucks, 14 bucks for 2 pounds of hamburger. That's outrageous. That's hamburger too. That's not even like real meat. That's like processed meat. If you touch steak, oh my God, it's like $45 for a tri-tip right now. We haven't had steak since the steak prices soared. We scored the other day on a rack of ribs that turned out really good. It was like $3 a pound for some pork ribs, not beef. Prices are way too high. So we've been doing a lot of beans, rice, lentils, split pea, like cheap meat, like ham hocks and whatnot. Find ways to work around the expensiveness of food right now. I grabbed some clips. Of the drama unfolding, how we got here, where we are. We'll get into it. We'll start. This is a really good article by Sky News we're going to watch. I'm going to cut the music.
It's a year since America chose Trump once again. I'm in Miami to listen to his anniversary speech.
1 year ago, we were a dead country. Now we're a country that's considered the hottest country anywhere in the world. Record high, record high, record high.
Look at the location picked for the moment. Glitzy, wealthy. These days, this is his crowd.
Trump's been a good thing.
He has really pushed for a lot of issues that are important for.
So this is a luxury real estate agent saying good things about Trump. Imagine that.
Our economy.
I'm an investor.
How do you think the economy's doing at the moment under Trump? 9 months in?
I'm a happy girl.
Why is that? Stock market up?
I'm doing good.
You have to understand how investments work, right? Investments work over time. It's going to take time. Oh, we're taking selfies now. Tell me what's drawn you down here today.
America first.
So a year on from the election, this is where he has chosen to be, at a business forum among business people. Safe crowd, safe space, safe state.
But listen.
We have the greatest economy right now. A lot of people don't see that.
That there is the crux of it. People beyond here don't see or feel a great economy. And that's the untold story of the past year. A 1,000 miles to the north, another America, another world. Steelton, Pennsylvania. Trump's heartland, yes, but not feeling...
Yeah, I started to think that when they said American First, they actually meant America First as they're going to take America First out, like the oligarchs, the rich people. Like, they have to attack America First to have their master plan. It feels like when he says America First, it means we're coming for America First, not putting America first.
The beat of his greatest economy. Not at all.
There is no Cleveland Cliffs in Steelton after the 13th.
I'm inside the local steel union.
From what date? From the date that you were laid off.
And it is an intimate glimpse into hard, life-changing moments.
They had a meeting.
So they're out.
Last I heard, they're out.
The local steel plant is shutting down.
Go ahead and get what you're owed.
Over 100 years, my family's been here working. And I was planning on possibly one day having my son join me, but I don't know if that's going to be a possibility now. And we've just been, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional about it.
Don't worry.
And, you know, we've been supplying America with railroad tracks for, you know, over a century and a half, and it feels weird for it to be coming to an end.
The closure down to weakening demand, say the owners, whose stock price has since surged. It is the irony between the two Americas.
Well, the plant was shuttered back in June. It's empty now, and it really is a pretty depressing sight. It's certainly not the image or the vision that Donald Trump imagined for his America. I guess the question is whether this is a one-off or whether actually underneath the surface it's representative of an America that is still really struggling.
Pennsylvania, remember, was key to propelling Trump back to the White House. In this swing state, they swung to his promises. Factories reopened and life more affordable. Here, though, it really isn't. Up the road, conversations outside the town's subsidized homes.
How much help do the people in this community need, do you think?
How much help?
How much help do they need?
As much as they can get. I mean, help is a four-letter word, but it has a big meaning. So help.
Are we talking borscht in the chat right now? Is that okay? We're gonna do this. Someone asked me for a recipe the other day. That was chicken borscht. I made homemade chicken borscht. Affordable, not expensive. I use chicken thighs, boiled chicken thighs, salt, pepper, bay leaves, onion, garlic, and then I put dill and I boiled it. I make the stock out of that. Then I took 4 or 5 beets. I peel the beets first, then I shred them. I shred the beets with a carrot or two, and put them aside while the stock is being made. And then before the stock is finished, I shred a cabbage. I use half a cabbage. I shred the cabbage. Don't chop it. Shred the cabbage. You shred the cabbage, put it into the stock, let it cook for a little bit. And then you saute while the cabbage is cooking, you saute the shredded beets and the carrot together in lard or sallow. Once you have that sauteed, the very tricky thing is not to overcook the beets when it goes into the broth. Boil them, you put in the rest. I put in more dill. I chop up more dill. I put in the beets and the carrots for 5 minutes. Do not cook them, boil them for 5 minutes, exactly 5 minutes, not a second more. So then you have your broth that you made with the chicken. You put in the shredded beets and the carrot. The cabbage is already in there. You stir 5 minutes. Turn that heat off, take it off the heat. Scoop. Oh, I also put tomato for a little acidity because I like a sweet and sour borscht. So I cook tomato in there as well. A couple chopped tomatoes. I like a sweet and sour flavor. So then you take it, scoop it out, serve it. I have to do cheesy garlic bread at home because my kids are obsessed. Put a scoop of sour cream in it, chop more fresh dill over the top. And then you can use a marbled rye, like a really strong marbled rye with a toasted garlic and butter, and then dip it. Potato, yeah, I forgot. Okay, so that's another thing. I almost forgot. I usually use potato. This time, to put a little extra protein, I put 2 handfuls of navy beans in there instead of the potato. So when you're making your broth, chicken, navy beans, garlic, onion, dill, bay leaf, salt, pepper. So it was like a chicken navy bean broth, and it was the best. This is the best one I made. This is the closest I've got to actually like having borscht at a Ukrainian Orthodox church. So that's my recipe. I'll write it down one of these days, but I'm telling you, I've got it down. I have it down. I've been making this for about 2-3 years straight now, and I have it down. So clip that. All right, back at it.
Get the sense people are needing more help now than they did a year ago?
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
All right,
I
Cameron,
believe they need
we'll catch
it
you later.
then, and they
Stay
need
safe out
that
there.
much more now. You know, it's not hard to figure that out. The cost of living is high.
It's getting harder, and I'm a hard-working woman. You know, I don't get no food stamps. I don't, get none of that. You got to take care of them bills, or eat a little bit, or don't have the lights on. And then you have people like Mr. Melvin, who's been out here for years, serving the community.
Mr. Melvin runs the local food bank, and inside, a moment unfolds that cuts to the heart of the need here.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I'm so grateful. Like, this is crazy, all this.
Oh, God. What's wrong, man?
All this situation with the government is so crazy. Like, I'm not the only one who's suffering right now. I know there's a lot of older people that don't have family. And, like, for you to do all this is a blessing.
Isaiah 6:9 says, unto us a child was born, and a son shall be given.
Amen.
And the government shall be upon his shoulders. Not Trump's, not the Senate, not the House of Representatives.
Cameron says, don't post a recipe, Chungus, make a video. Dude, that is a great idea. Okay. Yeah, I'll make a video of making borscht. That's a fucking great idea. And I have some beets from the farmer's market in my fridge. Yes, good call out. I'll do that.
But his shoulders.
Geraldine is the face of 40 million Americans.
God bless you. So let's get you some stuff.
Okay.
Now not receiving the full nutritional assistance program usually provided by the federal government because it remains shut down.
Thank you.
So for this America First president, still dancing to his winning tune, parts of this America feel far, far away. Mark Stone, Sky News.
That was a great report by Sky News showing the gap between the rich and the poor. And also the call out, like people that need food, they're not always on food stamps. But a lot of people are. A lot of people are going through it. Oh, I'm broken. I broke Twitter again. Or TikTok. I always break TikTok. There's something about me breaking TikTok that that's what I do. Fear not, I'm bookmarked.
So I just finally got confirmation that food stamps is officially cut for next month.
About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work.
I don't think that we really realize the depths that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
You know, that's the part that pisses me off the most about this is when I see these stupid comments from the MAGA supporters, the super right wing. Oh, well, maybe they'll have to go get a job now. Maybe they'll have to go get a real job. Like, what the fuck? And especially if you got kids, drop off at school, pick up from school, childcare, trying to figure out a job that'll have that schedule if you have a child that you're trying to raise, and expecting it to have like be a super good paying job if you don't have an open availability, which is like necessary nowadays to promote anywhere in any company, is outrageous. And it's just, it absolutely triggers me when I hear, well, maybe they'll have to go get a job now. Like, how stupid is that? How ignorant is that? They are working, but they can only get certain jobs because of their availability, because they're raising children. And who knows? You never know the behind the scenes from it. It's just such an ignorant.
But because we have children and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're going to do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money,
I'm so tired of seeing people say like, oh, well, maybe if you had a job, you could get your groceries, or, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't have to depend on stamp.
Cringe.
I work full time. Thank you. And I do rely on stamps because guess what? It's not enough money in this economy for me to be able to pay bills and get stuff that we need and provide for my 2 kids. So yes, I depend on stamps. And I have a full-time job. So please know that people out here depend on stamps is not because we out here just mooching off the government. It's because we literally need that to provide for our family.
I work hard every single day. I get up every single day and clean houses, and I still rely on food stamps to feed my 6 children because the prices are so high. It's unrealistic to think about not having food stamps. Next month, I'm so terrified because 6 babies are always eating. Plus myself, I eat about 1 meal a day, but still.
All right, well, that's a little clips there. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, it's a huge number. Like 42 million people get food stamps, and they're not just like, I hate the stigma that they're all deadbeats. I hate that stigma. Like, it's such a terrible thing to think that, oh, well, they just don't want to get a job. It's such an ignorant statement. Like, I've needed food stamps before, and transitioning jobs. Transitioning from a good job to a better job. I got them for a month. And it was nice. It helped because I had very little savings. Because I was raising, at the time, I was raising 5 children. Because I took on my ex-wife's sister's children because she was a drug addict. At the time, I was raising my nieces and my kids. I had to quit my job. Because we had too small of a house where we lived and we needed to be closer to family. So I quit my job. Oh, I wasn't making great money. It was like $70,000 a year. Quit my job, sold my house, bought a bigger house, didn't even have a new job yet, started applying. And then eventually got hired on at a better job, but it took the process in between, just like the process itself took over a month to do. It might have been, actually it was 3 months. It was 3 months. It took 3 months to get a new job. So I was on it for 3 months and it helped. I couldn't have done it without it. I would have ran out of money. 100% I would have ran out of money. So, I mean, just little things like that, having a safety net, people getting food stamps for that transitional, trying to improve their lives. I mean, that's what it's there for. That's one reason why people get food stamps. And to put a stigma on it that they're just a bunch of freeloaders is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Here's a little comedy.
Hard to argue that Trump has been laser focused on, needy Americans and funding SNAP benefits during the shutdown, especially when the notorious power-grabbing unitary executive that is Trump pleads that his bruised hands are tied.
The president has lamented this. He has informed USDA and everybody. Do as best you can, but the money doesn't exist to do it. The truth is there's no legal mechanism to do it. President Trump can't just wave some magic wand and fix the mess.
There's nothing we can do at this point.
There's not much more we can do because the rules of the road by which we have to play.
The rules? Did you just say you can't do it because of the rules? The rules of the road? When have you followed the road? Well, you follow the road rules, but when have the administration?
Dude, I love John. He should run for office somewhere.
When has this administration followed the rule? You guys have been Grand Theft f***ing Auto this entire presidency. The whole time.
By the way, Grand Theft Auto is now delayed, folks.
But now
we gotta wait another year now.
Hey, everybody, we're just going to take a quick break from unauthorized Caribbean boat bombing and sending hairdressers to El Salvadorian prisons to remind everybody, no passing on the right. Gotta respect the rules of the road. How disingenuous has this gotten? You'll never guess which branch of government that the Trump administration is deferring to for guidance on these food assistance payments.
When can we expect the Trump administration to make these payments?
Oh, well, President Trump just truthed out that he needs to hear from the courts how this is going to be done.
The courts? The rules of the road and the courts? Are you kidding me right now? You, Donald Trump, are now waiting for the activist, radical, left, lunatic, Trump-hating, biased, Harley partisan, unhinged, agitator judges to give you the okey doke? Is that what I'm hearing?
President Trump just truthed out that he's very anxious to get this done, and it's got to go through the courts.
Nonsense. And stop trying to make truthed out happen, okay? Like it's a real verb. He just, well, it's an excellent question. He just truthed out. Like what? Just say, the president said. The president truth talked. You're a grown man. You're a grown man. Act like it. Secretary of the Treasury. Hey, yo, did you see what Trump truthed out?
Scott Bessent is such a fucking joke.
Like 6'7", bussin'. Whoa, hey.
Dude, 6'7" is banned. 6'7" is banned in my household. I can't even hear it. I can't even hear it. It's the Russian playbook for creating a dictatorship. Keep the masses poor, hungry, sick, and divided. You want to see some serious division right now? Some psyop shit they're doing? It's fucking atrocious. These are Russian speakers pretending to be Ukrainian in a psyop.
Звертаємося до Еріки Кірк. Якщо ти будеш говорити те, що говорив твій чоловік, закликати віддати українські землі.
Stand by. Yep, back. All of a sudden it just throttled down to 0 kpbs. I don't know why. Huh. Weird. Yeah, they are trying really hard with the psyops. They're dressed as Ukrainian soldiers. They're Russian speakers. And they're addressing Charlie Kirk's wife, saying, if you support Ukraine, you're next. Terrible shit. Terrible shit. And then you got this freaking dummy
pissed
right here.
off. And they'll follow me.
I don't even know how this guy gets away with this, all the controversy. I already talked about Nick Fuentes and his terrible shit.
You can call me a Nazi. You better be careful. Because if I'm a Nazi, then there's millions of young people that are following a fucking Nazi. So you better be careful about those words. You're saying I'm a Nazi, I'm a monster. There's a million monsters then. There's a million Nazis out there then. Because they love my show and they agree with me way more than they agree with you. And they're pissed off. And they'll follow me into battle. So you better be real careful. You're barking up the wrong tree with that.
Dude, I don't know how this man gets away with talking like that. I don't understand how something legally has not happened to him. All the terrible shit he said about Charlie Kirk, and then Charlie Kirk gets gone. This dude needs to be investigated fully. A very dangerous human being right there. I don't understand that. Also, Zarina Zabriskie, I was on a panel with her on Silicon Curtain, guys. She's saying that Kherson is under artillery shelling. This was this morning at 6:31 a.m., so that would have been about 5 hours ago. So keep them in mind. I'm going to wrap it up here soon. I have things I got to do. Well, I got you guys here. Well, I got you guys here for a short stream. It was a short one. Short stream. But we're doing things. We have to do things, guys. We have a new fundraiser going again for the 14th Mechanized Brigade. This is from the last delivery from Paige in Kansas. She's hosting this one, guys. We have been helping the 14th for some time off and on, but they have winter coming and they're looking for 2 EcoFlow charging stations, medical supplies, and food for the winter. And if you remember dating back, I've been helping the 14th. It was my very first fundraiser that I helped the 14th Mechanized Brigade. I don't have a lot of clips put together. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got some here. It's the 14th Mechanized. Me and Paige, our fellas, and Felinas. Let's see where else. Here's the 14th. And here's the video they sent. This was the last time they needed stuff.
Бажаємо здоров'я. Ми зараз знаходимося на гарячій точці на Куп'янському напрямку. Хочемо звернутися за допомогою до всіх небайдужих на Мавіки 3Т, які будуть нам допомагати нищити ворога. Всі разом до перемоги. Слава Україні! Героям слава!
All right, there is a drone we got the 14th, or some drones we got the 14th that we picked up. I believe that was earlier this year. I have some with their faces not covered. I can't show you. How about faces covered? The 14th. 14th Mechanized Brigade. 2 EcoFlow charging stations, medical supplies, food needed, and we gotta get this done before it gets too cold and nasty out there. So we're gonna make sure these boys get it home, get what they need, and go from there. I have their link pinned in the top of the chat. I can't see because I opened too many windows. That's it right there. Blonde Bombshell is throwing it in the chat, guys. So here's the deal. If you donate to them, we're gonna do this till it's done. They're looking for like $1,850. We're at $40 so far from our community. We're going to do also the 14th, guys. If you guys remember that the first fundraiser I picked up was the 14th Mechanized Brigade, and the man who sent me the video was killed in action. So they're near and dear to my heart. I've got their emblem up right behind me here. This one is close to the heart. I want to help these guys. Also, if you remember Angie Pod, she's on here once in a while. Her relative is still fighting with the 14th. So we're gonna help them. We got like $1,810 left, $1,810 left. We're gonna support Paige of Kansas through this. If you donate to Paige of Kansas through that link, put for the 14th Brigade specifically, because you got to earmark it, because she's got a ton of different ones she's helping, and then just let me know and DM me what you sent so I can kind of keep track as well and help her out. She's super busy. She's been out of it for a little bit to take care of some personal stuff, just like me. But we're going to kick it back hard. I'm going to have her on the channel as soon as I start getting my algorithm back up on the stream. Also, make sure the notifications hit. I don't know if it got turned off on a lot of people. I didn't expect a big turnout today. I didn't, just because that's how it is. If you don't stream every day on YouTube, your algorithm goes to suck. So my algorithms suck. So we need to get the word out that this is happening. We've got a fundraiser going, or we're never going to get it done. And I got to do this. We got to do this. So share the stream out, guys. Comment after the stream. Hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already, please. Also, the gaming channel and Discord. All of it's pinned in the descriptions. Let's go full out. I need you guys' support. Last time I asked for this, you guys did great with it. It got shared out. Notifications went up. Everything hit. I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to start streaming more. I have to. We got to get this done. We have to start fundraising again. I know we went quiet there for a little while. I gave you guys some time to recover, but I know times are tough too, but we're going to do whatever we can, right? All right. That's what I got. That's my appeal. Stay tuned for more. I've got more. I've got interviews with Paige coming. I've got more people. O'Brien Goes Potatoes. I want to get on here from TikTok. We'll talk to him and we'll go from there. Let me hit you with the outro and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
They wave their flags like they own the sky, shouting loud but they don't know why. Books untouched, their minds run dry. Truth's a stranger, they pass right by. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. They chant the words they barely know, hollow pride in a shallow show, pointing fingers where the winds don't blow, building walls where the rivers flow. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. A patriot's heart should beat with grace, not with fists or a hate-filled face. If love's the seed, then let it grow, not in shadows, but where light will show. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame.
Why would you think Michelle Obama's a man?
Well, do a little research. Just do a little research.
But that's like out there.
What's out there is the fact that her walking out in a skirt, and there's an obvious bulge where there shouldn't be one.
Another day. Just run till you take your last breath. There's no time to sit around being lazy. Renegade junk is gonna grind down daisy. Survival schemes, raiding dreams like you don't care. Zombies crumbling on somebody's wash your hands. Keep one eye on the bad guy and your friends. Watch for killers who shoot at you through a lens. But this is how the story ends.